Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farhana Nadira binti Muhammad Azmi, number metric AI 20017. So today I would like to present about the background of our case study, which is the safety logic for machine and system. Safety logic for machines and system, emphasizing on couples thing, which is functional safety for persons, machines, and environment. Next is reducing the risk associated with machine. Next is safety manual for machines and system, risk reduction by the use of safety related parts, logic unit for safety function, safe processing of logic, and safety relay of ESR5. Functional safety for persons, machines, and environment is the step to ensure machines can be safe towards users, another machines, and environment. As it was stated that 100% safety is impossible for a machine to achieve a machine, which the challenge is, which we can focus the challenge to reduce the risk of the machine, which is if we cannot achieve 100%. Every experts internationally agree, which divided to two ENISOS, such as ENISOS 1201 and ENISO 141-111. To reduce the risk associated with machine is by giving the constructor with detailed information of the guideline of danger and the consequences to examine. It is also must contain design guidelines and method for safe construction and reduction of risk. There are 3 steps to help reducing the risk associated with machine, which are: the first step is to avoid dangers by eliminating risk and reducing through constructive measures during the planning and development phase of machine. Second step is the protection against dangers by introducing necessary protective guidelines, and lastly is to indicate remaining sources of danger either by information or warning concerning the residual risk. For safety manual was published by Eaton entitled Safety of Machine and System for machine and builders, trainers, trainee, as well as who are interested in the safety issues. By providing a non-complicated introduction, this publisher focusing on important relationship between directives, standards, and regulations. Some risk reductions also can be controlled by the safety-related part of control system SRPCS. It involves the entire functional chain of safety function, consisting of the input levels sensor, the logic, which is safe signal processing, and the output level actuator. Some components were needed in the safety-related control parts, which can be defined as the Machinery Directive 2006-42 EC, which serves to fulfill a safety function, the failure and or malfunction of which endangers the safety of person and independently placed on the market, for which normal components may be substituted in order for the machinery to function. For the safe processing of logic, safety devices must be applied to a machine or must be constructed with the machine, such as emergency stop buttons, safety guards, light curtain, and control devices. Safety relays of the ESR5 series actually offers the optimum solution for this. The electronic safety relay ESR5 provide many safety switches, contacts, and up to 5 enable and 2 signals current path on a very narrow width. This actually could be helpful to enhance the enhancements of the safety machines, persons, and environment, which promises a lot by a machine which is ESR5. Every companies or factories that build machines should be considering ESR5 to their machine, so every invention are safe to use and can be reducing the risk of harms through the machines. Thank you. I'll pass the presentations to the next presenter. Thank you.
The system safety in logic is usually related in machine. It provides the constructor with detailed assistance in the identification of danger and the risk to be examined and contain design guidelines and method for safe construction and reduction of risk. This happens for avoidance of dangers, protect against dangers, and indicate remaining source of danger. The system safety usually include policy and commitment that contribute all aspects of business performance to continue the improvement. Planning for the effective management and arrangement for implementation and operation, which is explained before. This is because to reduce the risk. Furthermore, measuring performance and auditing the reviewing performance. In measuring performance, the organization should measure where the part should be improved, monitor the hardware and software that they use, and evaluate the safety. Next, in auditing and reviewing, performance is updated, the safety and the system should be improved from time to time. There are many components that we can use. One of the components is logic, which is safe monitor and processing. The safe monitoring and processing used to reduce the risk if anything happen and it for ensure the safety function. The safety processing device is emergency stop button, safeguards, light curtain, and control device. Emergency stop button is one of the safety mechanisms that used to shut off machine when it in emergency, such as when the machine cannot shut down manually. The purpose is to lower the risk of injury. Safety light curtain is one of the safety sensors that detect the operator when entering hazard zone by light beam and it will stop before it harm. This sensor combination between hardware and software, and it also can make sure the safe operation.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Farhana Adlina binti Maktahi. I will continue this presentation by explaining the method of solving problem by using predicates logic. First, system predicates. There are some standard operators that can solve the problem, which are P and Q is the predicate that is true whenever P and Q are true and is false at all otherwise. P or Q is the predicate that is false whenever P and Q are false and is true otherwise. P equivalent Q is predicate that is true when P and Q have the same value and is false otherwise. Conditional statement between P and Q is false when P is true and Q is false and is true at all other system states. Last one is negation P is predicate that is true when P is false and is true otherwise. Second, we have properties of system predicates. There are 8 properties listed, which are idempotence, commutativity, associativity, distributivity, absorption through false rules, De Morgan's law, and negation. Next is substitution in system predicates. Some predicate expressions concerning the variable describing the state space of the system can be altered by substitution. Substitution of expression E for variable x in expression Q is denoted by Q in bracket x equal by definition E, which we read as Q, in which x is replaced by E. And there are some examples about substitution too. Besides, we have existential quantification. Existential quantification is a logical constant which is interpreted as there is at least one or for some. It have logical operator symbol when used together with predicate variable is called an existential quantifier. There are some important properties that we can refer to when solving a problem related. And the last one is universal quantification. Universal quantification is a logical constant which is interpreted as given any or for all. It expresses that a predicate can be satisfied by every member of a domain discourse. It is also have logical operator symbol which looks like 10A, and when used together with a predicate variable is called a universal quantifier. Beside existential quantification, universal quantification also have its own properties. This also will help to solve any problems that related to it.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Sitna Rifa binti Abdul Qadir. I will explain about the results. So as you can see on the slide, it is a predicate logic with relate to system safety. So the situation is a certain type of spacecraft orbiting the Earth is considered safe if it is in the correct orbit at an altitude of 300 km or greater, and if the heating or cooling system, the communication system and control system are all working correctly. The altitude and orbit are correct if all four stages of the launch rocket perform correctly. The heating or cooling system works if the power source delivers a power of no less than 3 kW. The communication system works if the antennas are correctly deployed and the ground facilities are up and running. The control system is correct if the transducers to the onboard rockets and the rockets themselves both are working correctly. So this is the example of safety properties and their requirement. The member on the set U is P, O, Q, R, and C. The relationship between these is first P implies O, and then second is Q and R implies C. So as you can see on the bottom slide is the basic complete safety predicate. Thank you.
Conclusion. This project describes functional safety for person, machine, and the environment. It is essential to get a suitable risk reduction measure to prevent dangerous things from happening. This project used the safety logic from Ethan. The formal method for system safety allows us to create a system safety, especially regarding safety and logic operation. Therefore, the component of this machine control consists of the input level sensor, the logic signal of processing, and output level. The safety logic not only assumes the detection but opportunity to detect the fault on input level by using integrated diagnosis device.